You're down, aren't you? The world's kicked you hard, left you bruised, feeling like trash tossed aside. Those people you trusted, they turned on you, didn't they? Smiled to your face, then stabbed you in the back. They walked away without a glance, thinking they broke you. But here's the truth. They're watching now. Oh yeah, they're waiting, hoping you stay down, praying you crumble under the pain. They don't care. They want you stuck in the dirt, defeated, done. But you're not done. Not even close. They tried to snuff out your spark, that fire in your soul, because it scared them. They saw what you could become, something powerful, unstoppable. That's why they tried to crush you, to bury you deep. They didn't want you to realize your strength. But guess what? They messed up. You're not buried. You're planted. Like a seed in the ground, you're ready to grow, to rise, to become something they can't even dream of touching. Those scars you carry, they're not signs of weakness. They're battle marks, proof you fought and survived. Every cut, every bruise, they're trophies from a war you won. You're not broken. You're rebuilding. Think of a bone that breaks. It heals stronger, tougher. That's you now. Your heart, your spirit, they're cracked, sure, but they're knitting back together, harder to shatter. You're becoming something new, something they'll never break again. God's watching, you know. He sees every tear, every wound, and He's not letting this slide. He's crafting something epic with you. Ever hear that saying? He'll rebuild you right in front of those who hurt you. That's not just talk. It's real. He's turning your pain into power, your losses into fuel. Piece by piece, He's making you stronger, wiser, in plain sight for all to see. And when you rise, they'll choke on their regret, stunned by what you've become. You could stay down, let them win, let the hurt define you. Or you can stand, shake off the dust, and let God work His magic. This isn't a quick fix. It's a masterpiece in the making. Diamonds don't form without pressure. Strength doesn't come without struggle. The world will keep swinging, trying to knock you back. But once you've walked through this fire, nothing can touch you. You're not just surviving, you're being forged into something untouchable, a force they'll fear. They thought they ended you, didn't they? Laughed when you hit rock bottom. But they didn't see the comeback coming. You're the story they'll talk about for years. The one who wouldn't stay down. You've got a fire inside, a spark that refuses to die. That's what makes you dangerous. Most people break and stay broken, but not you. You're different. You're a warrior, built to take the hits and rise stronger. They tried to bury you, but they didn't know you were a seed. God doesn't rebuild the weak. He rebuilds the warriors, the ones who can handle the pain and still stand tall. You're being sharpened, refined through the struggle. It's ugly, it's brutal, but when you come out, you'll be a force to be reckoned with. Those who hurt you, They'll tremble, wondering how you survived. They'll see you rise and realize they never had a chance. You're not just coming back. You're coming back as something they can't touch, something they'll never forget. The people who broke you, they're the broken ones. They're hollow, hiding behind fake smiles and empty words. They tried to tear you down because they saw something in you they could never have. They wanted to dim your light, but all they did was make it burn brighter. Their betrayal, it's temporary. Your comeback, that's forever. They'll live with the regret, knowing they couldn't stop you. And you'll stand tall, knowing you turned their poison into power. This isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. You're not just rebuilding what they broke, you're building something bigger, stronger, better. Every scar, every tear, it's part of the foundation. You're crafting an empire from the ashes of their betrayal. They thought they destroyed you, but they handed you the tools to rise higher. You're learning the ultimate truth. Nothing can break you for good. They knocked you down, but you're coming back like a storm they can't stop. You're proving them wrong, sure, but more importantly, you're proving yourself right. Every doubt you had, every moment you thought you couldn't go on, you're showing that part of you just how strong you are. When you step into that power, the world better brace itself. God's not just rebuilding you to show them up. He's doing it to show you what you're capable of. Once you see your own strength, there's no going back. You're a force of nature, unstoppable. The irony? Those who tried to break you are the weak ones. They're scared, hiding behind their lies, terrified of being exposed. They attacked you because they saw what they could never be. But their destruction is fleeting. Your rise? That's eternal. They'll live with the knowledge that they couldn't break you, and it'll haunt them. You'll rest easy, knowing you turned their betrayal into fuel for your ascent. They thought they won, but the joke's on them. This is just the start. When God rebuilds you, He doesn't just patch you up. He forges you into something new, something indestructible. You'll stand there reborn in front of those who doubted you, and they won't recognize you. You're not just coming back, you're returning as a beast, a level they can't touch. They'll be terrified, realizing they never had a chance. You're not just surviving this, you're thriving, building something no one can tear down again. People pretend to care, don't they? They smile, pat your back, say all the right things. But when things get tough, they vanish like smoke. That's the game. They wait for you to fall, then celebrate when you hit the ground. But they didn't count on your comeback. You're the story they'll whisper about, the one who rose from the ashes. You've got that fire, that unbreakable spirit. It's what makes you dangerous, what makes you unstoppable. They can't touch that. You're not just rebuilding, you're becoming a legend. Every hit you took, every scar you earned, it's all part of the story. They thought they wrote your ending, but they only set the stage for your rise. You're not the person they hurt anymore. You're something more, something they can't comprehend. God's working on you, turning your pain into power, your struggles into strength. When you stand tall, they'll see they never had a chance. You're unstoppable now. The world's tough, no doubt. It'll keep trying to knock you down, keep testing you. But you've been through the fire, and nothing can break you again. You're not just a survivor, you're a warrior, a force they can't stop. Every tear, every wound, it's fuel for your rise. You're building something they can't touch, something that'll outlast their betrayal. They thought they buried you, but you're a seed, ready to grow into something they'll never forget. You're not here to just get by, you're here to dominate. Every scar is a badge of honor, every bruise a reminder of what you've overcome. They tried to break you, but all they did was make you stronger. God's rebuilding you, not just to prove them wrong, but to show you your own power. When you rise, you'll be untouchable, a force they can't stop. They'll watch, helpless, as you become everything they feared. This is your story, and it's just beginning. Those who hurt you, they're nothing now. They thought they could erase you, but they only made you shine brighter. You're not just coming back. You're coming back better, stronger, wiser. Every hit you took, every lie they told, it's all fuel for your fire. You're not just rebuilding, you're creating a legacy. They'll see you rise and realize they never had a chance. You're not just surviving, you're thriving, and they'll have to live with that forever. You're a warrior, forged in pain, sharpened by struggle. They thought they broke you, but they only made you stronger. God's got your back, turning your scars into strength, your losses into power. When you rise, you'll be untouchable, a force they can't stop. They'll watch, stunned, as you become everything they feared. You're not just rebuilding, you're becoming a legend, and they'll never forget the day they tried to bury you, only to watch you grow. This isn't the end, it's the beginning. You're not broken, you're being rebuilt into something unstoppable. Every scar, every tear, it's part of the foundation. They thought they could destroy you, but they only gave you the tools to rise higher. God's crafting a masterpiece, and you're the canvas. When you stand tall, they'll see they never had a chance. You're not just surviving, you're thriving, and they'll live with the regret of trying to break you. You're a seed, planted in the dirt, ready to grow into something unstoppable. They thought they buried you, but they didn't know your strength. Every hit you took, every scar you earned, it's all fuel for your rise. God's rebuilding you, not just to prove them wrong, but to show you your own power. When you rise, you'll be a force they can't touch, a legend they'll never forget. They tried to break you, but you're coming back stronger, wiser, unstoppable.